Welcome to Top 10 Travel, where we explore the best destinations and experiences the world has to offer. With so many wonderful places to visit in this big world of ours, picking the best travel spot can be a daunting task. To help today, we'll be showcasing the 10 best places to visit in Canada. For additional information and ideas to help you during your next trip, be sure to check out the links in the description below. Number 10. Whitehorse. The capital of Canada's Yukon Territory, Whitehorse is known as the little city with a huge backyard and is known for its abundance of outdoor activities. Miles Canyon can be reached on foot from Whitehorse. Explore it. A nearly 10-mile loop trail connects the city directly to this natural wonder. After that, travel north to the Yukon Wildlife Preserve to see a variety of creatures, such as Arctic foxes, elk, muskox, and bison. Even though it can get very cold here, you might want to visit during the first few weeks of winter to have a chance of seeing the northern lights. Number 9. Toronto. Toronto could appear to visitors as just another large city. The city's streets are busy with activity, downtown is lined with skyscrapers, and the public transportation system is excellent. Yet, if you lift the hood of the largest city in Canada, you'll discover that there is more to the eye than just an incredible skyline. With more than half of its residents having been born outside of Toronto, it is regarded as one of the most culturally diverse cities in the world. With over 140 different languages spoken by 200 different ethnic groups, Toronto is a universe unto itself. With Greektown, Little Italy, Koreatown, and Chinatown all located within the city borders, visitors to Toronto can leave feeling as though they had seen more than a few nations. Number 8. Montreal. Montreal can best be described as multidimensional, and that is the only word that does it justice. With buildings from the 18th century mixing into a skyline from the 21st, this city is an example of how the old and new worlds have come together. The familiar sound of English is contrasted against the rolling R's of French, and old-fashioned homes are now home to creative fusion eateries, while classic French pastries are served beside the distinctively sweet sesame seed, Montreal-style bagel. Rainbow flags flutter alongside textile insignia from India, Portugal, and France. Just when you think you've seen it all, a quick elevator journey transports you to another metropolis that is situated several stories below ground. Number 7. Whistler. Every season is catered to by Whistler's amenities, which include snow-covered peaks and powdered slopes, glittering lakes and gushing waterfalls, strenuous hiking paths, and warm restaurants. Whistler Blackcomb is still by far the most visited destination there, and why wouldn't it be? In addition to having some of the busiest après-ski areas in North America, the enormous resort covers more than 8,100 acres of land and receives around 40 feet of snow each year. With hundreds of ski and snowboard events and festivals held each year, the entire town, which is located roughly 75 miles north of Vancouver, epitomizes the ski chick aesthetic. Throughout the summer, when more outdoor enthusiasts venture outside to play, Whistler remains bustling. In addition to biking and climbing up the slopes, tourists can attempt bobsledding. And there are many opportunities for photo opportunities for visitors to the city. A picturesque environment is provided by the Coast Mountains. The Peak-to-Peak Gondola, which connects the mountains of Whistler and Blackcomb, offers the greatest views. Number 6. Quebec City. The sounds of travelers' ooze and French greetings, the sight of meandering cobblestone streets and soaring churches, the aroma of freshly baked bread and strong cheese, and the taste of buttery croissants and creamy coffee lattes. Your senses all confirm that you are in France. They are mistaken, though, as you are in Quebec. The capital of the Canadian province of Quebec, Quebec City, has long lain in the shadow of its neighbor Montreal, but the 400th anniversary celebrations in 2008 thrust Quebec City back into the spotlight. Since that time, tourists have flocked to this location to discover the charm of this UNESCO World Heritage Site. The motherland's culture is still upheld in Quebec City, the cradle of New France. When you enter Old Quebec's defensive walls, you'll find yourself in a setting straight out of a European painting. Bakers, bistros, and boutiques are housed in 17th and 18th century buildings, and cobblestone squares are submerged in a sea of cafe tables. And there is a piece of Quebec City's rich history waiting to be discovered around every turn. Number 5. Victoria and Vancouver Island. British Columbia's capital city appears to be a long way away while being just a 90-minute ferry voyage from busy Vancouver. Victoria emanates a cozier atmosphere, going in the opposite direction of its youthful neighbor. This very small city, which is located on the southernmost point of Vancouver Island, is still very much influenced by its colonial past and enjoys uniquely British customs like afternoon tea at the Fairmont Empress and a pint at the local pub. Yet, that does not imply that this location is exclusive for English speakers. This city draws a wide range of tourists, despite its tendency toward nostalgia, because to its superb museums that honor its indigenous heritage, attractive architecture, and stunning harbor vistas, often interrupted by the surfacing of a whale. Number 4. Niagara Falls. It's easy to see why many people rank Niagara Falls as one of the world's top natural wonders. Or perhaps this explains why throughout the years, it has played host to some amazing and currently prohibited daredevil exploits. Your mouth will drop when you witness the enormous Niagara River roaring at a speed of 20 to 30 and as high as 68 miles per hour, approaching a 188-foot cascade. An unmistakable roar that can be heard from miles away is produced by the river's rapid descent. In order to feel the mist on their faces, masses swarm to the railings from the top. Boats, platforms, and viewing decks assist guests wearing vibrant ponchos as you descend toward the lake. Number 3. Banff. If you want to live like a local in a Swiss ski hamlet but don't want to shell out the cost for an international flight, think about visiting Banff. Traveling here will cut your flight time from the US and your costs because it is situated in the heart of the Canadian Rockies, close to the southeast edge of Banff National Park, Canada's first national park, although only marginally. Those daring explorers who prefer to spend the night in a luxurious hotel rather than camping out are catered to in Banff, though there are plenty of those too. Pick your sport because there are many opportunities for adventure. You can snowboard down Mount Norquay, trek to the enormous freestanding limestone pillars known as the hoodoos, scramble up the face of Stony Squaw Mountain, or ride a bike along Healy Creek. Number 2. Vancouver. Vancouver is a young city, even by North American standards. It was incorporated in 1886, but it makes up for what it lacks in history with culture. Explore First Nations, Métis, and Inuit culture in a variety of museums, shops, and historical places in Vancouver. A desirable urban playground, the city is known for its high-end stores and preference for nutritious cuisine. Additionally, Vancouver and its breathtaking mountains and beaches have served as the backdrop for a number of well-known television series and blockbuster films, such as Riverdale, X-Files, and Deadpool, so don't be surprised if you recognize locations from your favorite scenes or come across a production in progress. Number 1. Jasper National Park. At every turn, Jasper National Park, one of Canada's wildest locations, offers kaleidoscope views. When they hike from the tops of Mount Edith Cavell to the tunnels of Malang Canyon, tourists may take in a variety of stunning sights. The park is a guiding light for intrepid travelers in the Northern Hemisphere and is situated on Alberta's eastern border. Jasper, along with Banff and a few other parks, holds the distinction of being the largest park in the Canadian Rockies. Jasper is also a component of the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Travelers can find moose, caribou, wolverines, and other wildlife on the more than 2.7 million acres of territory they can explore. And there you have it, the top 10 places to visit in Canada. We hope you enjoyed this video and would love to hear about your experiences and any other places you recommend. Leave a comment below and let us know. Also, if you are interested in additional information and other things that can help you in your travel adventures, check out the links in the description below. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to Top 10 Travel and be notified when our weekly videos become available. We'll see you in the next one, and happy and safe travels.